Hey everyone, welcome to the best U.S. Mint news channel on YouTube. I'm Son of a Silver Stacker. Today's date is the 20th of June, 2025. That's the longest day of the year. It's summer solstice today. That's right. Now in this video, we're going to be talking about 3 gold coins from the United States Mint that, well, they drop in about a month and a half time starting on, I want to say July 24th. That's the Superman coin. We don't have a price. We don't have a mintage. And we're also going to be talking about the Sacagawea golden dollar, the real deal gold. And we're going to be talking about that American Liberty High Relief gold coin. These all drop within a month and a half, folks. It is remarkable. And remember what they say, high grades, low mintages. And I'll show you something to compare that and contrast that here in a second. But listen, before any of that, if you're new here, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe if you like. We're trying to reach a bazillion subs over here. Now, let's get busy with it. Oh yeah, I never know what I'm not going to say. I forgot that because we're always live, never edited, and always unscripted. Gold is, well, a mixed bag today. So gold's down 13.70 to 33.70.10. Silver down 27 cents to 36.27. Platinum down 11.70 to 13.07.55. Palladium up 5.95 to 10.77.95. Dr. Copper's flat at 4.80. Down here, you're looking at in stock American Silver Eagle, whose premium is 6.69 for the quantity 1 through 39. They got you paying 42.95. Down here, this is the buyback. The sell-to-them price is 37.72 each, and the spot price 36.27. It looks like they definitely are above the spot price. Now, over here, look at this. This is the July 10th release. The next upcoming release at the United States Mint. That's the Morgan & Peace Uncircs. And remember, folks, these mintages are at 150,000 now. That's 25,000 less than the initial 2021 commemorative Morgan & Peace dollars rate. They were at 175,000. That's incredible. The mints, is it out of necessity, or are they, well, are they placating the numismatist flippers and investors, right? Are they making them happy? I think a little bit of both. Now, the next gold coin that's going to drop from the United States Mint is going to be this July 24 beauty. That's the comic art 1/2 ounce. Remember that term, 1/2 ounce, 24 karat. That's pure gold. 4/9's fine, right? Gold proof coin featuring Superman. I think that bad boy is right here. We don't have a mintage limit there, and it would be muy importante to find that out, only because, well, high mintages, right, are not a numismatist or an investor's or a flipper's friend. So if we see something modest like 10,000 or 5,000, whoa, Nelly, I would think. Now let's keep on keeping on back to the United States Mint product schedule. And look, in between these gold coins here, we got the silver medal there. We got the silver proof set. Look at this bad boy on July 31st. Yeah. So about a week later, another gold coin comes out. That's the 25th anniversary Sacagawea 2025 golden dollar. That's also 4/9's fine. And it's also a 1/2 ounce. We don't have pictures for this, all right, but it will be on sale July 31st. And we don't even have mintages for this bad boy yet either. So that's kind of a head scratcher. And let's keep on keeping on. And look at that, August 21st. So from July 31st, about 3 weeks later, you've got the American Liberty 2025 High Relief gold coin. And there she is, and it is a beauty. And look at that. Some would say that's a Fibonacci sequence. And if you're wondering what that is, well, that's this guy right here. That's Fibonacci. And Fibonacci day is Sunday, November 23rd, 2025. And I actually went out of the way to get married on this day on November 23rd, 1999. So I'll be celebrating my 26th wedding anniversary that day. Now let's keep on keeping on. So this is Coin World here, and this is an article by Mr. Paul Gilks dated February 25, 2025. All right, and it talks about the mint plans for a 25th anniversary Sacagawea dollar. However, it doesn't speak of anything about details at all that would make it important for investors, flippers. Now, this is a great article, don't get me wrong, but we really need mintages, and it's not the article's fault, okay? But this is a really great article. I wanted to leave this in the description for you so you could check it out. It says here, during the February 18th CCAC, that's the Citizens Coinage Advisory Committee, teleconference via YouTube, Mint officials noted the 25th anniversary gold coins will contain the original inscriptions featured on the original circulation strikes, but no gold weight and fineness specifications will be inscribed. Isn't that something? And here is a picture of that particular, it's going to be OG, folks. I think that's incredible. That gives me goosebumps. It doesn't even represent as a gold 4/9's fine 24 karat. I mean, that's just like, what? Why would they do that? I mean, that just gives me chicken skin all the way through. And I love this design. And that is not the proof design. That is the circulation strike, because the tail feathers would be a little bit more detailed than that. And it's $1 gold coin. Think about that. What? Can't even wrap my head around it. Now let's speak to mintages. All right. This is very, very important. This is also by Paul Gilks. It was June 13th and had to tie it all together here. And this is really important. I'm going to read this here. It's at the bottom. Title of this article here at Coin World. Mint forecast cost reductions in fiscal year 2026 budget. And they got a picture of a, looks like a gold eagle right there, but that's a bullion version. Don't see a mint mark or anything. So here we go. It's down here at the bottom. It says here, key priorities identified in the Mint's budget for fiscal year 2026, yada, yada. No, here we go. Here we go. Bingo, blammo. All right, fiscal year 2025 forecasted bullion sales are projected to increase according to the Mint's budget documentation. Although, you know, I've looked at the bullion figures, the sales, it might be a little counter. I don't see that happening. I really don't. Now it says, however, due to the mix of products projected for sale, here we go. This is the meat and potatoes. However, due to the mix of products projected for sale, the metal budget is decreasing at, the precious metals is what they're talking about. For example, more silver than gold product sales are forecasted because gold prices are significantly higher than silver prices. Oh, and here it comes. The whammo, and fewer gold product sales are expected. So I would imagine the United States Mint is aware that these gold coins that they have for sale, they're not going to be sold in high volumes. And because of that, they're not going to strike these in a high volume. Now let's get past this article and we'll go to a video I did about 3 or 4 years ago. And this is the American Liberty 2021 high relief gold coin, sold for $2,715. And I would suspect these half-ounce gold coins probably would sell for about $2,100 to $2,500, depending on the price of gold at the time. Now, obviously, this one here is probably going to be full-fledged $4,000, right? Woo! That's a good bit of money. But that's not the point. The price is not the point here, folks. Look at this. This is the mintage limit, and the product limit is stated at $12,500. Now, that's really low for a gold coin, no doubt about it. Well, what am I comparing that to, you ask? Well, let's just jump over here to PCGS. This is the 2014 West Point produced, struck 50-cent piece. That's right. That's a gold JFK 50th anniversary, deep cameo proof, and the mintage on this bad boy, 73,772. Let's go ahead to eBay and find out what that bad boy is selling for. So here we go, eBay, and we have, this is under ended recently. So we got 1 June, 2 June, 3 June, never met her, 4 June, 5 June, 6, 7 June sales. All right, and look at those sales. $26.50, and look, it comes with an awesome presentation box. That's pretty awesome, like wicked awesome. Yeah, but they took best offer at $26.50, and this is a 3/4 ounce, I believe. Let's see the 23.3 grams. Yeah, that's a 3/4 of an ounce, not a half ounce, right? And this was that was the full action right there, 24 karat gold high relief. So let's go back here, 27.45, and that's in a 70, right, or 69 there. But nothing there because it's not graded. But where are the 70s? Oh, yeah, there you go. There's a 70, proof 70. Sold for less than the asking price right there. Yeah, well, let's do something else. Let's go to a more positive story. Bingo. This is the more positive story, folks. Look at this. This is the 2021 American Liberty High Relief Gold Coin, and I have here ended recently. And we have 1 June 19, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sales for the month of June. And we're going to actually look at the prices here. And do they compare to the Kennedy half dollar at 3/4 ounce? Nope. But it is 1 ounce gold coin, right? There is that going for it. So a quarter more gold in this coin. But look at the mintages. I think the mintages had a lot to do with the current value of this particular coin. Look at this. This isn't even graded. 8,200, 8,000, 9,950 with one bid. Boom. And a proof 70 ultra cameo. I think it really matters. High grades, low mintages, folks. And I think this is a good example of that. And this is also a good example of that, even though this is a beautiful presentation box. It's a beautiful coin, but it just doesn't have the limited mintages, right, at 73,000 as we have compared to 12,500. And I think that speaks volumes as to what's going on. Even this 2019 high relief American Liberty is a SP, specimen 70. Yeah, $38.99. And you know what? Look at this. This is incredible. So let's clear this and go to highest first. You won't even believe your eyeballs. Look at this. This is like, what? Yowza, right? Look at that, mama. Woo! That's an NGC Proof 70 Deep Cameo first release, baby. 30K. What are you doing to me over here? Yeah, let's go here back to the Kennedy half dollar and see what's going on with that one. Now, obviously, people can ask for whatever they want on these particular sales pages. Yep, 14,000. Yeah, here we go. 4,000. Does that even count? No. There we go. $4,999. There's no comparison, right? Wow. Anyway, let's go to the plus ones. I've yammered for way too long. This is shame. Shame on me. Now, shame is an iron fence against sin. It's like, what is Stacker saying? Iron fence against sin. Yeah, think about it. Shame versus guilt, right? Shame and guilt are often used interchangeably. However, guilt is more related to our specific actions. What you done did, you know what I mean? Hey. And now shame is more about personal worth and identity. Wah, wah. Yeah, don't shortchange yourself. You're definitely worth it, right? And always learn to forgive yourself the next day, because you can always be a better person the next day, right? Make that commitment. Now let's go to, a shame and guilt song, right? This is Filter, Take My Picture. And this, I got to read this to you. This song is not just about being a drunk, but it is also about the loneliness and isolation that can accompany excessive drinking and the fear of losing control and doing things that one will regret. There it is, folks. So I want to thank y'all for coming. Thanks for dropping by. Don't forget to hit that like button. And if you do like what you hear and see, sub the channel. It's absolutely free. What's not free? Yeah, that's membership. That's $1.99. And we have some awesome videos here. And we talked about all kinds of good stuff in here. We even talk about food sometimes. So there it is. Stacker out.